Hello there, Max here, and we're back with some more Cultist Simulator. Last we left off, we managed to raise our lantern power, a good chunky little amount here. We got a few more rights, we've cleared out through the continents, and now we're going to be focusing in on these areas that are going to be beyond the land beyond the forest. And we got a few more books to clear out that we finished up on the translations of the other day. And yeah, we're looking pretty good here. We also have to figure out how to get our interested party in better graces. I think it should just be a matter of working with them a long matter of time. Now that I realize I have to put a reason in manually and it won't just automatically pull it, so let's go ahead and get started. I think what I really want to do first, as far as my studying portion, is start upgrading these hidden mysteries. We've got a bunch of them here, and I would like to get some more spots opened up for us. So let's go ahead and start working on that here. And while we're doing that, we are 6, so we are going to have to wait for that before we go back into the Mansis. But we are going to go ahead and catch a ride on the Heavy Stanton. Let's see. Oh, that's right. We were going to go ahead and move these down a little level. Oops. Who do we want to take on the cruise? You know what? Let's take the Grail Folk, and we'll take someone from the edge side. Whoops. Like I said, Grail Folk. Deep breath, Max. Deep breath. Grail. Wonderful. Ha ha. Ah, my goodness, sensitive. So sensitive, isn't it? Grail. Edge. Funds, and read. Alright, Heavy Stanton. A battered but surprisingly plush steamer, much used by actors fleeing scandal, by shy millionaires, by occult scholars who feel safer with moving water under them, and just once by Legia Club, the Legia Club, who chartered the whole ship for use of 7 cabins. Boy, that number 7 sure does keep coming back, doesn't it? It is rare for passenger vessels to visit the grim island where the Heavy Stanton is docking, but we can charter a fishing boat and trust the sea behaves. The real work of passing guards and doors will begin if we get on board. Sounds like we really should have taken some moth. Okay. What do we want to do from here? You know what? Let's go ahead and have Slee do some augury. I need to find out more about this augury power and see what it can really do for us. Especially if we have someone who's at rank 10. I don't know if rank 15 also, but I could have sworn like it's 0, 5, 10 is basically how it goes, I think. You have no power, you have a little power, and then you have great power. Alrighty, we got Western Sea, which will need Heart and Forge. We got Watchers, which need to be either seduced or deceived or fought. And Ward of Door. So let's go ahead and bring someone with Forge, because they need Forge for the sea and the door, and that will give us a better angle for wherever we start off next. We'll go ahead and work a few times to go ahead and just get a few more funds. I'm not a fan of how quickly the money was draining. Last time we were at 101, and now we're back down to 70, so whew. If you're not paying attention to that money, it can really fly by. Especially if you're using it for funding your jobs. Alright, let's go ahead and level you up. Hours of scholarship and meditation. We are practical we are practical souls, strong and forged. We'll probably be fine. Let's do a little better than probably, shall we? Okay. Next up. We're gonna work on the hours. Subtle flaw. Oh, and I also got some erudition out of it. Interesting. Wonder what else it does. We're just gonna keep trying some different things out of it. I imagine you can use study to do some things with that thing. Alright. Let's get up to 80 and then we'll cool off for it. I know the noise kind of gets a little crazy at times. There we go. Let's see now. We are back there. Time for a little dive in the Mansus. Alright, we made it through that one. Let's go ahead and bring someone from the Grail side to try and work more on the Watchers. And then we'll bring in a little extra money, I think. Okay, they're gonna do some seducing. We're gonna put a little bit extra money in there. Hopefully, by the time they're done, Slee will be out of the... Yep. Great. There we go. Oh, I probably should have gone for the other one. Oh, well. Looking good, looking good. Bring it back over here. There we go. Just a little bit of vitality and erudition. So it looks like it gives you just some extra erudition, perhaps? Surely it could do more than that. What does Winter do? Winter gets you corpses for whatever reason you would want them. Although there is a reason. Let's see now. A little extra funds wouldn't hurt. Alright, so going from here. Go head back to the Mansus. Going on a quick little date with our buddy here. Don't forget to give him some reason. I do wonder if you can get back into good graces just by continuing this pattern. Or if you're going to have to give him a gift to make him feel better. We're almost certainly going to shatter that Warden Door. Yes, you are. You know, if we want to make even more money, we could technically, other than sell these things. I wonder. I don't suppose... Oh, I was hoping I could talk to him about that. Let's see, what else can we talk to him about, or do, or whatever. Give a gift tool to a follower. I do not know. If I want to give him a gift, I think I'd rather give him the Wildering Mirror, if I could. But I'd rather do that once we have another one, since they're not a unique item. Alright, good there. Let's... see, how long's that? Okay, we can work with this one. We'll go ahead and bump these two up. I believe there's 2 more levels above that, too, as well. So we got a lot of distance to make. Ah, we got some fascination. And, okay. Right-clicking is annoying in this game, it feels like, because... yeah, clicking at all is rather rough. Okay, well, guess we're not going to be doing anything much with them. Well, I might as well go ahead and do some more augury if I'm going to be doing something with them. Oh, right. Well, maybe it's a good thing I got that dread. Okay. There we go. Alrighty, we completed the place. There are few passengers on board, no wonder. If this cheerless, icy isle was the ship's destination, but there's at least one passenger, someone who has protected their cabin door with more than physical locks. They must have gone ashore. They might return at any moment. Sounds like we got through. Yay. Go ahead and spend that. Alrighty, let's go ahead and take one of our people with Edge and see about kidnapping somebody. Alrighty, a cozy nest. We empty the luggage, append the books to shake them, turn pictures to check the backs. We find clothes, tickets, maps. Nothing out of the ordinary, although there is a curious translucent material like a sheet of snakeskin draped over a chair back. At last, when we slash the mattress to search its stuffing, we find a little collection of ivory scroll cases. My goodness, my words. Words, use them. Okay, I'm beginning to believe that there's a tantra to each of the lores. Alright, well, of course that's Sanskrit. Think. And there's the moth one. Fire Circle Tantra. And there's another one, the Ceaseless Tantra. And another one, the Leonine Tantra. Oh, I wonder if that one's Edge. I think that was for the Lionsmith, I'll betcha. It's crazy that I'm actually starting to learn and keep in mind people in this whole theme. Alright, we got some notoriety, not a big deal. Should we go again, perhaps? We'll see how things go with our hunt with the prisoner. Because I want to go into the spider door. Get on in here. I think two notoriety is what I'm going to be comfortable having at a time. How'd you do? Looks like they got somebody. Okay, got somebody. Nice. And just in time for the... Actually, we did that just in time for the pain to get pulled. Alright, let's go through the spider door now. And we'll have Dorothy do her thing. Hopefully, anyways. I wonder if there's any other way of getting rid of notoriety that's a little more of a surefire thing. But I'll tell you one thing. As soon as I get my hands on a tool of heart that's above 4, that way I can bump Dorothy up to 10, I'm going to be giving that to her immediately. She does so much hard work, and she needs a good little extra boomph to make sure she is definitely reaching everything that she needs. Alright, let's get the next one now. And we'll go ahead and do a little search in the Rending Mountains. Okay, so Mallory or the Chamber of Ways? Let's take the Chamber of Ways. Ah, nuts. I think the Mallory had a... Well, that's going to turn into a Dread. Lovely. Well, if we have such a high thing, maybe we can use it in a ritual. See if we can make something happen. Oh no. This is why you need to pay attention to the things that are coming up on the future. Oh, well, at least she got rid of one of the notoriety, so that won't be a forever problem. Just a current problem. Alright, Hunter's Pits. Well, that's the pits. Hopefully there's not a lot of the higher level locations to go to, or else we'll be here a while. Don't get evidence, don't get evidence, don't give evidence. Okay, yeah, I didn't give any evidence. Haha. Dorothy, if you would, please. Back. Alright, since we got that going, let's go ahead and go on a little adventure, shall we? For this one, let us go ahead and take... That's going to be a romancing one, so we'll go ahead and leave him be for a bit. Let's go ahead with someone from Edge. Put them down. And we'll take someone from Forge. And Fund, and go. The Kuznetsov Endowment. Prince Kuznetsov gave 1/4 part of his blood-soaked fortune to the establishment of a department of eschatology at this provincial university. The staff have grown peculiar now, and the buildings fester in a freezing swamp, but some of Kuznetsov's bequest perhaps was spent on treasures. The journey to the endowment buildings is not long, but the ground is difficult. We have sent 3 times for permission to visit and received a less friendly answer each time. No doubt the staff will attempt to forbid our entry. Well, that's going to be a problem. Or will it? Oh, we'll work our way through. I'm sure they'll let us pass. I can almost guarantee it. Alright, after we settle these ones up here and get the next land, we'll start reading into the books. Alright, one more, and then we'll start focusing less on the job site again. Alright, let's see what we got here. 3 problems. We got Lantern and Knock, the 3s, and Lantern and Forge. So we are going to want some Lantern. Nice. Where's Slee? Oh, Slee's over here. I was wondering where Slee was. Wait, can I do something else? End the affair insultingly? Oh, that... we can't have that. There we go. Nice. That's what I want to see. That is what I like to see. Now, what's going over here? The Watchmen will lend virtue to our lamps that they will show us the perils to avoid. Probably. We can only hope. And there we go. Watchmen will clear our sight. A passionate memory. I could recall a warmer time. Alrighty then. I wonder if what that'll turn into if I let it just go. Alright, we'll leave you alone for a bit. Let that cool off, as it were. Ah, well, that's a problem. Another desire time. Okay. I think we failed. Oh, no, we got that pass. Next up, let's go ahead and bring another person from Edge. Victor, you should be able to work that. Wait. No, you're fine. There we go. Everyone's a little more aligned. Go ahead and try to get some extra contentment. Let's see, the Watchers will almost certainly regret standing against us. Good. Let's also throw some extra coin in there. Good. Very good. Now, we want to go ahead and level up both those together and get us some nice... I do wonder what the bug is that makes some of these things not come together. Yeah, nice. Okay, back to the Mantis we go then. I'm sure if we wanted to, we could just skip to the higher stuff to try and find the main ritual to win this thing. But where's the fun in that? I want to at least experience a little of everything before we rush stuff. And then in the future games, we'll rush things a lot more. What were we doing in this one again? Last the door, they got Lantern, we're fine. We're just going to give them a little extra cash. Just to make sure they don't have to redo things. Thankfully, I don't think the doors will scar them for lives. Alright, there you go. There. Oh! Whoopsie. Alright, let's go ahead and look at some of the... Let's do some more translating then, shall we? Those are usually pretty quick to do. And we'll be fine there. Got a little bit more. Nice, nice, nice. You never have too many hidden mysteries. Even if it does get a little tedious trying to gather them up and then level them up, especially for trying to go up higher and higher. But we'll work with it. After we're done here, I'll go ahead and send out for some more prisoner taking. I think we might just be right on time for things. So let's go ahead and send our buddy Eldridge here to go kidnapping somebody. I'm trying to get in the habit of getting to the spider's door a bit more often. Oh, wait a minute. Speaking of doors, I think we might actually be at a point where we might not need to do that anymore. Well, let's wait up for the prisoner to get captured. Hopefully they get captured. Haha, you missed out your chance there. We got this, we got this. Because I just recalled, oh wait, I leveled up my level in Lantern. We're gonna have to see if that will allow us to go even deeper. Yes. Word's End, a portrait of a genially smiling man. Dark skin, bright eyes, neither hair nor eyebrows, okay, watches over the ruined library. It is titled Don't Mind Me, and signed with an indecipherable serpentine scrawl. The paint is peeling. It watches us with its benevolent smile as we find intact treasures among the swollen books on the shelves. Anyone else kind of picture just a paler version of the Blue Man Group? Alright, another Parisian book. We're gonna need one of those. The Silver Book, Fusini. And another Tantra, big surprise. The Iron Book. Woo! Interesting. Another Tantra, big surprise. Oops. And on Matthias again. Hello, Matthias. My goodness, we've been hearing a lot about Matthias, isn't it just... Matthias and his Imago friend. Alrighty. Matthias. Alrighty then, that'll be almost done here. Then we got a few more tomes we're gonna be translating. Alrighty, got ourselves a prisoner. Let's go through the spider door. Spider door, spider door. Doesn't do quite what other doors do. Back in the forward side, back on the edge side. Translated. Oh darn. Well, that's not good. Well, the downside of overpowering yourself, I suppose. Whoopsie. Let's focus on getting rid of those notorieties, I guess. Main reason why I want to only have 2 is because if I do end up having to protect myself from those, I want to make sure I've got enough time to manage things. Alright, we're going to be 6, so we want to make sure we have some space open for a bit. Yeah. Well, that kind of failed. Next, let's go ahead and see if that's enough. The Peacock Door! The light of the divided sun penetrates my dream, but not enough to thaw the long-dead frost blossoms of the glass garden. Each step I take crushes another plant to powder. This is the way the brighter hours once came, but now it's silent here in the clouds. I really want to make like a crazy corkboard about all the lore of this game. It's insane. The people who made it, oh, they did some good stuff. I love this mess. I love this stuff, man. I am telling you. It's crazy. Ooh, maybe I should make one of those corkboard things and just kind of make like a side picture whenever I use it. A little bit of fascination. Well, that gets rid of the dread. Yeah, we're gonna be sick for a little bit. That's gonna suck. Oh, Dorothy did her job. She is awesome. Dorothy, you are the woman. Is it ironic that I'm in love with the people of the Hearts clan? Because they just do perfect work. They are the best around. Alright, we have found the Peacock's Door. The Peacock Door, proud and shining amethyst. Its glow, tinting the snow pale shapes of the glass garden. This is the highest point where mortals may penetrate the mantis. No crack mars its surface. This is not a door that opens, although it is said it may bleed light. Doesn't open, huh? We'll see about that. So we have got the final door in the mantis. How awesome is that? Although it does require a bit of special way to get through it. In my dreams, I know the path through the glass garden to the Peacock's Door, the most admirable of doors. The door which shines like a mirror. Perhaps with the right resources, I can pass it. It needs an object to get through. Question is, what would that object be? That did work. That means every time that you want to go through it, you need to make sure to use an item that is strong enough to let you go through. However, from my experiences with it, it appears to prefer items of a certain thing. And I do know that it works with the wilding mirror. The Peacock's Door reflects the mirror I hold in my sleep, and the mirror reflects the Peacock's Door. Already, a sensuous shiver ripples its surface. It aches for fracture, and when it finds that satisfaction, I will enter. I think I'll go ahead and spend it. It's not like I'm using that for anything as of right now. But my goodness, it's such a good thing. We're gonna see what's behind that door and see if I don't even have to go to the spider's door anymore. It'll be a lot smoother if I can just have my forge people fix up if anything gets spent out of that. Oh, lovely. We're gonna have some more problems, I see. Hopefully Dorothy can handle that. Alright, Dorothy, you're on the clock now. Don't drop the ball. Oops. Alright, time for more translations. Of course there's fascination up here. Why wouldn't there be fascination up here? We also have the Worm Museum and the Red Church. I have always wondered what the Tricuspid Gate is. I've never gotten to the Tricuspid Gate. I wonder if that is something special. Oh joy, we got Dread. Ah well, that's fine. Alrighty now. It's fine, it's fine. I think that maybe the spider's door has more physical things that we can take, whereas the Peacock's Door might be more influences, I think. More special things. Ah, Dorothy, you are amazing. Alright, let's go ahead and have one of the forgers fix up our mirror, if you'll be so kind. And let's go pay a visit to the circus. A circus, a circus. Come on, we're visiting the circus. It's the Circus of Values. Let's see now. Let's go ahead and bring one of the Grail, and we'll bring one of the Forge. Why not? Up and up. Grunwald's Permanent Circus, which turns out may not be so permanent according to the Book of Hours. A tiny city of patched tents around a whitewashed farm. Hunched performers shiver in the dripping rain. Frau Grunwald has devoted her considerable fortune to the maintenance of this institution. Who knows why? The circus performers dislike trespassers behind the scenes. Fair. The circus folk will be ready to take up arms against us, and the power in the circus we fear may be worm-touched. You know what? Let's bring some people a little more dangerous. I think worm-touched means knock. I'm not too sure. Oh, and the name of the Mother of Ants is Knock. Didn't know that. For some reason, I thought Mother of Ants was part of Grail. Maybe it makes sense because they tunnel through things. It kind of works out in that way, I suppose. Alrighty. Oh no! The worms in the world. We need lantern or moth to suppress this curse. Well, see, I got the best darn lantern seer there is. And of course we got some watchers. That's fine. They're mere mortals. It's the curse I'm worried about. Okay, now the book has been watched over, and now we got 2 more to clear. And then we're gonna have to start getting to reading again. Everybody's ticking off. There we go. Now, if we are going to be focusing on this door here, we're going to probably want a few more commissions for money here. Oh no. Oh wait, that's right. Slee was on the job. Okay, that's fine. And we got that made back up. We'll go through the door again. If you'd be so kind. Okay, and one more to translate from here. There we go. So far, so good. We are slowly crawling up the ranks of things. What do we got here? Alrighty. Oh, looks like we got past the watchers already. Nice. Now then, you know what? Just to be very dang perfectionist on this, let's go ahead and bring someone from Lantern, because I want to make sure that that curse is 100% beat down. I don't know if going above 10 has any effect on it ultimately, but it couldn't hurt. I just learned a new language. Scholar of Vec. Ooh, we could have also got some pretty high stuff there. Well, we're going to be translating more books, folks. Holy crap, I didn't know you can learn Vac this way. Okay, cool. I don't even remember how I learned Vac the original time I did this. Well, awesome. I'll take it. Laidlaw, get to work, please. The things you learn. Well, let's go ahead and actually switch you guys up. Get down there. Because you are actually something that can be translated and worked with right now. Compared to the other ones that cannot. Maybe we should throw them down lower. We're fine. I'm pretty sure that we only have one more language to learn. Or maybe it's 2 more. I think there's actually another one. Anyways, I think it's about time we start reading some of these tomes. We're starting to run out of space. Alright, what's next? Go ahead and fix you up there. Thank you very much. Oh yeah, they did a good job. Let's make sure they don't have anything ran out. And put you up there. There we go. And then we translate you. Wonderful. After that, I think we're going to go ahead and level up one more of these and that, and then get in one more Rending Mountain area. Oopsie. Gotta be very careful about where you're clicking around here. There's not much room to maneuver. In fact, why don't we just move that a little bit more? Okay, let's go through the door again, see what else we can find. That's the wrong thing. Alrighty, after the circus! In the red tent, a madness of paper. The circus folk have pasted diagram-crowded paper to every surface. The anatomies of time, the dissections of old weather. The place stinks of nowhere. We should burn it when we leave. A trestle table holds an unceremonious muddle of trophies and keepsakes. Well, we're gonna have to go through all these. Another jumble? Some erudition for whatever reason. A true and accurate history of the Shadowless King. Okay, we're gonna be translating more books, it looks like. Sunset Passages, Latin. The Sanskrit reader. It surprises me that we still get some of those. A writhing call. A level 12 ingredient of the Grail side. Not bad. Interesting stuff. Let's move you all down if you don't mind. Try to push some of the ingredient stuff downwards. Were you an ingredient or your tools? You guys are tools. Okay. I could have sworn the Bone Fleet also let us go through the Peacock Door, but maybe I'm crazy. Alright, the Ivory Book. I think at this point everything needs translating to read. And alright, we got through there. Now then, do we want to go through another dive, or do we want to translate some more books? You know what, let's translate more books. We got space for them, and then we'll start reading them again. Because we might be a little bit before we go on our next trip. Let's see, what to work with next. Good lord, look how full this is! Crazy full. Alrighty. Ooh, nice. Now, do we want to take that or... Yep, we're good. Nice. I know what I want to upgrade next. Oh, wait. We don't want to upgrade those. Those are the ones that we want to go to next. We're doing the Rending Mountains. Alright, put you up here. And then we'll go ahead and use these lending... We'll go ahead and find what more places we can find. If you... Actually, let's go ahead and talk to these folks and get some more commissions. Alright, that one's going to be Forge. We should very easily be able to get these. Okay, there we go. We want to get things that are bronze and up, personally, because, well, it's... The other stuff isn't going to pay, really, for fixing that mirror. It's a very strong mirror. How you doing there, Slee? You doing alright? Hopefully they're alright. Alright, that'll work. And you know what? If I'm not doing anything for that, I might as well get to work on this. Alright, another translation done. There we go. And one more. There we go. And Mausoleum of Wolves. Cool. Are you broken? You're broken. So let's go ahead and use this time to get laid lot of work. Fix up the mirror. There we go. But yeah, we've seen some physical objects come through the spider door. So that's actually a very interesting thing to try and pull. Oh, we got a problem coming our way. They'll have to paint it all the way. Okay, that one's done. Ivory book is now done. Great! Alrighty, we're gonna have to wait on that for a moment. And we've already spent everything from the Rending Mountain, so we don't need to go back there anymore. Great! We're now another level up on things. So let's go ahead and level up some more things then, shall we? Might as well level up everything up we got from this bottom side of things. Then we'll start painting away the notoriety, because we don't have enough time to get Dorothy to do her thing. And stop. Okay, paint. Notoriety. Passion, passion, passion. Pigment. And paint later. Thank you very much for fixing that. You're wonderful, Laidlaw. And we'll take one more dip in there, and while we're doing that, do we want to do anything with location? Look. What else do we want to make happen? You know what? Let's go ahead and capture our prisoner, shall we? Or try to, I should say. Aha, you missed me. You missed me by that much. Alrighty. Yep, I had a feeling. Yeah, it's not so bad. We didn't barely get any mystique out of that one. Ooh, a lantern's glow. That would be some good stuff. A splendor. I honestly wonder, though. Ah! Darn. That thing was like level 15, I think. Could you, I think this and this... Well, we'll see. There's a bunch of things that we could possibly do to speed things up, as it were, to get to an ending. I wonder what a speed run of this game is like. Maybe that's what I should watch sometime, as a speed run. It's gotta be insane. Alrighty. Next, let's go ahead and take a dip in Volvadi Citadel, or totally not Castlevania. And let's see. Let's take somebody from the Moth side, I think, this time. And why not? We'll take somebody from the Violent side. Alrighty. The Vivaldi's vault will be hidden well, and if the stories are true, his victims may not rest peacefully in the dark behind the Citadel's walls. Maybe I should have taken someone from Winter. Ah, well. In the days of the great power of the Turks, a man of power ruled here. Over many years, he fed many thirsts, until his own thirst overcame him. I have learned that both his treasures and his victims may remain in an untouched vault below the castles. Well, we'll find out what best we can happen there. Let's try to see if we can keep Slee awake. Just in case we need something with heavy lantern immediately. Minion has returned empty-handed. But not wounded, at least. That's fine. And we'll have Dorothy work on the notoriety that we lost from that. Ah, no. Let's see now. What do we got? We got the Fretful Dead, which needs Edge or Winter. We did bring someone with some solid Edge, though. And Lantern. You know what? Let's go ahead and take Slee. I know giving him a gift will make him a little happier, but we're not trying to do with that right now. Take that. Why not? And that should upgrade that little spot. Alrighty. These dead, with their avid, pitiful eyes, have died once already. Their hold on the waking world is weak. We should be able to send them down into darkness, but we must take care. Let's go ahead and send somebody else from School of Edge. The dead are pale as inverse shadows. They move like cobwebs in a breeze. Almost certainly they can't stand before us. We'll send them mumbling back into the shadows of the wood. Or so we hope. And why not? We'll go ahead and take a dive in the stag door. Nice. We have so many books. So many books. Let's move things over just a smidgen. Alright, we'll take Laidlaw next. Fix up our spot here. And we'll go ahead. And might as well use the higher one. And the reason. Might as well do these commissions while I'm not using it. We're down to 60 again. Holy cow, that was fast. And it looks like that we got past the dead, so we're fine there. Wonderful. Ah, nuts. And one more time. Alright, that's fine. Do. We'll certainly find the hidden door. Sweet, they're almost through. Wonderful. We only got a few more places up on the place beyond the forest. What do I need from here? Nothing. We're good. Go ahead and fill you out. Good. Next on the lantern side of things, because boy, are we great on that. And start. And a little cash for that. So far, I don't know what I'm going to use the silver spin trio for. So might as well just use it for repairing the mirror whenever I go diving. That'll work. Good job. And another dive we go. Okay, and then a climb. Plans for the next challenge. And then that should finish that up, and we're probably going to get a notoriety on it, so let's see if we can have Dorothy do her thing as best as possible. I think that mysticism will go away. And then lastly, some knock. Do we have enough luck? Okay, no, we're fine. We're fine. We're good. And as long as Dorothy does her best on that, we'll be perfectly fine there. If not, well, we get a little bit of evidence. Who cares about a little bit of evidence? Ah, we didn't get anything from that. Woo, that's 15 on the... My goodness, that is a lot of power that you can get from here. But you're not really getting anything, are we? So yeah, we're definitely... It definitely is not a lot of things you can take from there. Maybe if, of course, you got your level ups of secret history, sure. But not a lot of treasures compared to the spider door. But we did learn back. That's amazing. Someone has left a little heap of treasures before the sarcophagus, like an offering. There are no footprints in the dust. Whoever left them came here long ago, or else has no need to touch the ground when they pass. We have another Frisian book. My goodness, how many of these are we going to find before we can get the translator on it? Quite a bit, apparently. Okay, Puccini. Ooh, wakeful too. Boop, 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 boop. In the grove where they flay the thunder, they rattle their instruments to rouse the frenzy. I might give that to Dorothy. I know that it's a one-time item, but you know what? It's very dang useful. Uh-oh. Ah, well. Could be worse. Guess we're gonna be translating more books. Nice try, Dorothy. But I guess we'll just have to upgrade you. Alrighty, well, we're done with those. We'll we'll go ahead and get some extra cash from the folks. Alright, Laidlaw, go ahead and fix the mirror again if you would be so kind. Wish we had multiple verbs with the same thing. That would speed things up so much. And we are down to 50 already. Holy cow. And there's evidence. We gotta chill out for a while now, it seems. Alright, fine. We'll chill out on the whole raiding of places, but... But we will be coming back stronger. Well, besides, I need to get some more cash, as it were. And read a bunch of books and a whole bunch of stuff we need to work on. So yeah, I think we're getting to the maintenance phase of things now. We're just gonna settle down, not go anywhere for much. We're just gonna read our books, we're gonna get our commissions all settled out. Put that back up there. Dorothy, my favorite. We're gonna go ahead and give you the drum. Because, oh my goodness, would you be so much more powerful with this thing. Okay, so a gift will reduce resentment. I wonder what will happen if I get them to level 15. So maybe I might give... Wait a minute. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and give them something eventually. Because that would be my most powerful... No, wait a minute. I just had a thought. I think at the end of things, in the right... There's actually a special place for someone who's interested in me. So maybe I shouldn't be giving... We'll figure it out later. Alrighty, we don't need to do anything with that. Let's start reading some... Well, we got a few more tomes we gotta translate first. We'll go ahead and get those translating. Do a little bit of Mantis diving for some more secret histories. We're just chilling out until the evidence goes away. Oh, yeah. Wait, what? Okay, well, a lesson has been learned that when you give someone a gift, it will, it will not actually transfer that amount of power to them. Okay, lesson has been learned, but still, she is better. That is what that is, I suppose. What is what it is. Okay, well, from there... Honored. I have honored the follower with a gift. Well, now that I know that, I'm gonna go ahead and give Slee a freaking Noonstone, because... Why... I want to make him a little happier. And... Never refund tool, nor gift them a second tool. Yeah, it's fine. Oopsie. Or, like, just to make him happy. And then we'll translate this one. Ah, well. A little bit of dread. It'll be a problem. But there's worse problems you can have. Like being sick. Sick is a pretty big Oh, no! When did that happen? Ah, crap. We got sick again, and I didn't notice. We're now down to 3 health. Dang it. The spinning of plates is horrible. I wonder if there's a way to heal that. It'd be nice if you could. It'd be very nice if we could heal that. But you know what? Everything's fine. We got plenty of time for this. I must not have noticed it. Oh, great. We're going to be double sick. Oh, this is very bad. This is very bad. We're going to be very sick now. This is not good. Wait. Oh, does it? It can't have it at the open at the same time. Okay, that's cool. Okay, that kind of works. We're fine. We're fine. We're fine. Good lord. Thank you for the silver symmetria. Just when I thought I was doing well, I see something that is driving me nuts. Darn it! That's gonna be a problem for a while, isn't it? Please tell me that there is a way to be able to fix that. Because that is not a good thing. That is literally running out of life. And it makes me want to hurry things up, I'm not gonna lie. It would be a pain to go through all this just to wind up failing in the end. Let's read a book, The Gospel of Zacchaeus, an extremely heterodox account of the Nazarene. I don't know if anyone's played any Elder Scrolls, but the Nazarene Messiah and his works, describing his ascension to Damascus through the opening of his body. Sounds like it's going to be a knock book to me. 7 were the wounds of his body, 7 the doors of the house, 7 the lesser aspects of the house, ours, and knock the aspect above all. For the mother of ants is the mother of salvation. There's that number 7 again! And after all our hard work, we only got 1 silver and a bronze. Well, that is what that is. Honored. I have honored this follower with a gift. And nay, another lantern 12. That's fine. Okay, that's fine. Now that I know that that is not a very as powerful a thing as I had expected, it is what it is. Okay, wonderful. Great, great. Just great. Still, it's good to give him at least some kind of a gift at some point, right? Alrighty, what are we trying to work through now? Get that promotion so we get the good cash again. I know. Okay, I guess we want to go through the spider door a few times. Okay, now that we are a little freer, I'm going to go ahead and go a little more in there. I know it's a little risky now that we've got some evidence, but we have, as long as, that just means I'm going to keep it down to 1 notoriety. And we just need to pray we don't run into any more problems. Who's the leader going to be? Tower Revik. The blasted stump of a building. The air festers. Whatever power destroyed this place still clings. Only 1 floor remains above ground, but we suspect more space below. Let's take you, and we'll take Laidlaw, and we'll go and go. We will have to search assiduously to find whatever treasures might remain. And if the tower was truly destroyed in a battle between adepts, dangerous influences may still cling to it. Let's work on that. Alrighty, what do we got over here? The book includes a description of a rite which can be used to raise a corpse to half-life. In half-life mentioned, in memory of he who bled for the wood. It requires a corpse and sufficient power. The author suggests an invocation of winter lore and an assistant touch with the powers of the wood. Hey, look, we got some more, we got another rite, and we got a little power in knock. Nice. And apparently that takes some dread. Lovely. Intensity. Maybe we might want to change one of these locations at some point. But we got another rite, I guess. Cool. It's not the rite, though, to get the win. But at least not without some extreme training on things. Alrighty then. What can we do with this? Rest. Empty space which makes the bowl useful. Desperate measures. My soul haunts my failing flesh like a swamp wisp. My heart slows and one day it will cease. Perhaps if I were to consume some exotic substances, it might restore the strength that was lost, but it seems unlikely. Tincture of opium. You know what? Let's try it. I mean, I've got all this stuff. I don't use it for anything but fixing up my mirror and such, so let's give it a go. Did I forget to put reason in there? I think I forgot to put reason in there. We'll go ahead and talk to these folks and get some more charters. We got some erudition, so... Well, that's probably going to run out by the time we get ready for it. Oh, that's right! We're working on an expedition. Crud. Okay. We need Heart or Grail to suppress this curse! It will not keep us from our goal, but it may trouble us later. Let's go ahead... Heart or Grail. Well, Dorothy, if you would be so kind, we're going to put you in there. I don't know if that'll work, but it's worth trying. There must be a door here, but without lantern or knock. We'll find that quite easily, I think. Get some more cash. We'll be fine, we'll be fine, we'll be fine. Gain no benefit except, I suppose, hard-won knowledge. I'm just gonna try it a few times to see, because I'm not using the silver Spintria for much of anything right now. I don't know if there's any... I don't think there's anything above silver, though. Well, I think there's gold, but I don't know how you can get that. I don't think these guys give you gold. I've only seen gold Spintria in, Book of Hours. Okay. Start training up some more lore. Yep, one last try. Maybe it's like a 1 in 100 chance, who knows? Architecture makes plans. Well, before we make plans, we gotta make do. Looks like we're almost done with the evidence, so that'll be fine. And that did absolutely nothing. Well, it was worth a try. It was worth a try. And we'll find that door quite easily, I'm sure. Now we'll go ahead... Oh, where did we go with the erudition from? Jesus. Safe to say we have enough of it. And we're going to want to wrap things up here real soon. So I think this will be the last expedition. Yeah. Alrighty. Let's go ahead and just give it a little extra funds. And then we're going to have to start about considering some more research of things. Well, the evidence is gone, so we're good there. We'll be free to do a bunch of nasty things next time. Alright, hopefully that curse doesn't hit. So we're good, and we're good there. In fact, let's go ahead and see about getting us somebody we don't need. Good. So in the future playthroughs, I have learned... Keep your interested party not to be your extra person, your powerful person, your seers, your exalted one. That's the word I was looking for, exalted. Don't let them become the exalted ones. So what can we do with Iron Spintria, I wonder? Probably just charge the cheap stuff, I bet. Oops. And here we go. And there we are, we won. let's see, time. Okay, we're almost out of time here. Really? See, that's what kind of bugs me. Oh wait, that's a different level. That's why. Rending Mountains is coming up. But yeah, I mean, we're done with the Rending Mountains. We just have like 2 more levels of things to go, though. So there's still a lot to find. In fact, we'll go ahead and level up 1 more before we go. That's not good. Dorothy, we're gonna need you again. Oh wait, you're not here. That's not good. Well, we can have anybody from the Hearts Clan do that, I think. The long-delayed conclusion. Bundle the books into a sack. Hurry up the handholds to the lower stump. The sky above ripples with cobalt aurora. The hills around are washed with shutters of blue light. There is a high and singing sound from the stones of the tower as we leave. Lighting cracks from the sky, and suddenly everything is silent. The tower stump is gone. Ooh, interesting. Alright, we got another Tantra, the Twin Serpent Tantra. I'm guessing that's for Nock. And another Fuchin book. The Furious Tantra. Great. Bitter Black Salts. And that's it. Lovely. Oh, great. Now we have 2 of these. Now things are getting out of hand. There are 2 of them. Oh, it'll be fine. But, yeah, I think that we are just about to wrap this up. I think we'll finish up this lesson here. Bop shabops. And then we will pretty much call that a day. I hope that you have been enjoying so far here. I know the playthrough can get pretty darn long. But my goodness, we've almost cleared out everything on the land beyond the forest. Doing pretty good there. We're going to be touching the land beyond the mountains. Or, sorry, the roof. What's it called? The Rending Mountains. My apologies. And then we're going to be going to some other lands pretty darn soon. Although we got a few bit of notoriety we got to deal with. And looks like we're going to be doing that for a little bit. Once we clear one of those notorieties, we'll go ahead and jump right into the Cave of Candles and then finish everything off from there. But yeah, it's going to be very interesting to see how deep we can go on things. We've gotten very powerful in the way of Lantern. I think we're almost to the point when we technically could be able to win with the right. And if we could get the final right, we definitely would win, because you can pretty much put so much into it, you're gonna make that final decision. And then we just have to get 3 bodies and fill them up on the desires, and there we go! Bob's your uncle! Alright, once this is filled out, we'll end it. Alrighty then, just about done. Great, we're gonna be sick again. Lovely. The plates keep on spinning, don't they? Oh, no, you failed me once again. Why'd I gift you? And we've learned a very important lesson about giving gifts. It might be a good gift, but that doesn't mean it's the best gift to be giving. Makes me wonder if we can get it again, though, now that it has been given away and it's not currently existing. Probably not. That was probably a bad gift to give. Probably best to just give a gift to somebody who's resentful for you. I think that is going to be where we wrap things up for today. I want to thank y'all very much for joining me through this next episode of Cultist Simulator. We are just a little bit closer to immortality. So many books. We have a lot of reading to do next time, so hope we're ready to get that on. Once again, I thank you very much. Y'all take care now, and be sure to live life to the max.